Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? This is Illa Lynn, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Disclaimer, all readings are for entertainment purposes only, so enjoy. Hi, everyone. Hello out there. This is Illa Lynn, and thank you for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Today I'm going to do my February 12th house astrology reading for the sign of Capricorn. Now, Capricorns are considered very responsible, determined, and very hardworking. They're also very law-abiding. And Capricorn dates are December 22nd through January 20th. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn for this month of February. And also I'm using the Wisdom Tarot, the Quantum Oracle, and the Lenormand Oracle. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn during this month of February. All right, in your first house, Capricorn, you have the Knight of Fire. And then you have increase and love and affection or generosity. So you're viewed as someone, you're very passionate about your life. You're very charismatic. You have self-confidence. And you are a manifester. You have the ability to increase your wealth, prosperity, abundance. And also you have generosity, love, and affection. So you're viewed as someone, you're very passionate, you're confident, you're charismatic, you're able to manifest, and you're very loving and affectionate and generous to your people or to your family. You're very generous to your family or people around you. Your second house, Capricorn, has the Star card, intuitions and manifestations, and the tree. So this is saying with regards to your earnings, your finances, how you deal with money. You're very you have faith. You're a manifester. You're a manifester. You can set your intuition and manifest that which you desire. And you continue to develop that spirit or that energy in your life on a regular basis. So with regards to your finances, you're a manifester. You can manifest and create that which you desire financially and materialistically also. In your third house, Capricorn, you have the Five of Water. You have the victim mentality, and you have loyalty. So this is regarding how you interact with your immediate environment, to include your family or your relatives, your siblings, your children. So someone has had some things happen to them regarding family, and they may be stuck. They may be stuck on what happened. Maybe things didn't go the way you thought that they should. You know, you have some emotional events that occurred, and now you're just focusing on negativity, and then that causes you to have a victim mentality. But at the same time, your family is very loyal and loving to you. So someone, Capricorn, needs to do some work, need to do some inner work, some healing and cleansing to remove the negativity and to remove the victim mentality. In your fourth house, Capricorn, you have the Magician, you have Spirit, and you have the Fox. So normally in your fourth house, you want to have a strong financial, in your fourth house, you want to have a strong, nurturing foundation. And here we have the Magician. So you are able to nurture yourself. You're able to tap into spirit, tap into source, and receive the emotional nurturing that you need to help you accomplish your goals. And here you have Spirit. You have the protection of the angels in all four directions, north, south, east, and west. And then this is work and discernment. So you're going to continue to work and strive to achieve your goals, and you're going to use your connection with spirit and yourself and your higher self to nurture and support you and your dreams. In your fifth house, Scorpio, you have the Five of Pentacles, which is poverty, despair, taking negative thoughts. Whatever you focus your attention on, that's what you'll manifest. So if you focus on lack, you're going to manifest lack. And your fifth house is where you create and where you have fun and where you display your arts or your talents and abilities. And you have the negative thoughts, but you have great gratitude. But then you have the cross, which is an indication of a burden or suffering. So you have the positive ingredient in the middle, and you need to shake the negativity and the sacrifices. But just know that you have to have an attitude of gratitude. If you practice an attitude of gratitude, positive things will come to your life. You will manifest positive things. And then there won't be a need for the suffering and sacrifice, and things won't be such a burden. So in your fifth house, you're being asked to take those negative thoughts that you're manifesting and the challenges and trade that in for having a great gratitude, have an attitude of gratitude. In your sixth house, Capricorn, you have the Queen of Fire. You have Behind a Mask and the Child. Your sixth house is dealing with work, health, and service or servitude. So this may be you, Scorpio, that you're in a position, you're very talented, or this may be you or someone you work for. Either this is you or this is you. But however this goes, you have someone who's very talented and brilliant, and they're good at what they do in the workplace. But then this person is wearing a mask. What's behind the mask? The person that we're referring to could be they can appear to be independent and talented, although they're very controlling, so that's not great. But at the same time, they're wearing a mask. And they're wearing a mask because you know what? This person is very childlike and immature. They wear a good front to make you think they're one way. But in reality, they're very childlike and immature in your workplace. So be mindful of that person and try not to cross them. Your seventh house, Capricorn, has the Two of Swords. It has joyous fun, and you have the Whip. So someone is in a relationship where they're not able to make a decision. This person has spent so much time making other people happy that they forgot their own happiness. This is someone, and this may be you, Capricorn, mom. You spend so much time nurturing and caring for your children and others that you don't focus on yourself. And the whip is here to basically remove the conflict. And the conflict here is that you are at a standstill, a crossroads when it comes to your relationships. You don't know what to do. You like caring for your children, but you want to have the same affection given towards you from a male, a mate, and he's afar. You see how he's standing afar. He is not, he's watching from a distance. He's not engaging. So with regards to your 7th house, Capricorn, instead of trying to make everyone else happy, you need to make yourself happy. Do things that make yourself happy, and then everything else will fall into place. In your 8th house, you have the 6th of Earth or Pentacles. You have planning and action, and we have good luck. So this is someone, and your 8th house is dealing with inheritances, wills, shared and joint assets. So this is someone, Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth sign, so this could be you. You're very generous. You're generous to a fault. You give to everyone because you know that you have an attitude of gratitude, and you understand the universal laws. Whatever you put out, you're going to get back. And so you're very generous. You plan to take care of your children, your significant other, and anyone else who you have an affinity or love towards. They will be taken care of via wills, inheritance, or insurance policies. And you're planning and taking action right now so that in the event that when you transition, your family will not be burdened. You will leave your family with resources so that they can carry on as if you were still present in that sense, as far as the support that you provide. In your 9th house, Capricorn, you have the 10 of Swords, or the 10 of Air. You have status quo, and you have the Tower. Now, your 9th house is where you would get advanced education. It's where you would get advanced job training, and you also where you would have your spiritual journey. But this is someone who's walking away from something, a situation that is ending. She's leaving all 10 swords behind. Each sword is a thought about something that this person has been emotional about and is dealt with, but now they no longer want to just be status quo. They don't want to just be in a situation for the sake of being in it because everyone else is doing it. And here you have the Tower, which is just an example of this person wanting to leave the status quo and do things more authentically, do things from a position of authority in their life. So this is someone who's leaving. They're walking away from a situation so that they can pursue their spiritual endeavors, or they can pursue the higher education, or they can pursue the career of their choice. But before they can get to that point, they have to walk away first from things that no longer serve them. Your 10th house, Scorpio. No, I'm doing your 10th house, Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Your 10th house has the ego. Then your 10th house has hidden motivations and obstacles. So this is telling me, for some of you Capricorns, your professional achievements are ego-based. You may be someone who is chained to your job, where you eat, sleep, and drink whatever it is you do for a living. And although you may put the work in, it's not reflecting. And coincidentally, the ego, which is the devil card, is the sign of Capricorn. So this is your nature, the ego. But you see the Archangel Michael cutting you loose from the bonds of the ego. Whatever devices you were bound to. Now, sometimes the ego card can represent an addiction of some sort, but it also represents the 7 deadly sins. You have lust, greed, gluttony, wrath, pride, and which one am I forgetting? Did I say wrath or sloth? But in any case, you are cutting the ties that bind you to the illusions of those things. And you have to uncover also, what are the hidden motivations? What got you here in the first place? I see the obstacles here. You know the obstacles that you face, Capricorn, in your career. You know the problems that you have had to overcome. But right now, your professional reputation is being blocked because of your attachment to these illusions of the things that have you bound. And then and since you're not operating from a place of purity, what is your intention? What are your hidden motivations for you to, what secretly motivates you to want to have professional achievements and accolades? Because you have several obstacles in your path that you need to overcome. And you have to also ensure that you are doing whatever you're doing, and you're doing it from a place of truthfulness, sincerity, and honesty with regards to your professional achievements in your career. In your 11th house, you have the Strength card, the optimism, consciousness of optimism, and you have the Rider. So the message is that when it comes to your entertaining like-minded people and your social groups that allow you to further you along your path, it's like steel sharpens steel. You have a very strong social connection. You have a very strong connection to your social groups. And they provide you motivation, optimism, new ideas. They motivate you to continue along your path. Your groups with these like-minded people are support systems that help you along your path. And then the message from Spirit is to continue on. Because again, steel sharpens steel. In your 12th house, Capricorn, we have the 7 of Pentacles. We have new supportive connections, and we have the Star card. Your 12th house is the house of karma. It's also where you have your limitations and capabilities and your relationship with the occult or the spiritual realm, if you will. So right now, you're planting seeds. You are actively taking part in your future by planting seeds of intention, of prosperity, of abundance, of gratitude right now. Each one of these is an intention or a seed that you're planting that you're going to reap the benefits from in the future. And then you have new supportive connections. So by you taking the time to plan for your future and invest in your future. You're planting seeds that will render an investment or allow you to have abundance and prosperity in your future. This in itself is going to create new supportive connections because you're doing the work now. This is what you're going to reap. And then we have the star card as a clarifier, and this is just inspiration and guidance. So the seeds you plant now will give you the new supportive connections that you need in the future, along with the inspiration and guidance. And then also it allows you to learn whatever karmic debt that you may have completed. You're planting the seeds of success so that you will not relive that experience again, and so that you can take what you've learned from that experience and become the best version of yourself. So let's see what the astrology dice has. This is going to point out the house that you need to pay the more attention to, or attention to. And we have the third house. So the third house is how you communicate and get along with your children or your siblings. All right. And then you have the sun, and the sun is always successful. So you're going to have success. And then we have Aries. And this is just letting go. It's letting go of things that no longer serves you. It's also it allows you to have the energy to be competitive enough to push yourself past your comfort zone so that it can put you where you need to be. You push past your comfort zone. You have a couple growing pains, but it also, at the same time, furthers you along your path. And also, Aries, you can be a little impulsive if you're not properly grounded. So in your third house, this is where you have the victim mentality. With your family, someone has a victim mentality with their family due to something that has happened in the past that has caused a negative reaction. Yeah, this is Taurus, and Taurus deals with your emotions, your feelings, holding back. So someone needs to let go of whatever caused the negativity within their immediate environment, whether it's your family or your siblings. Get rid of the victim mentality and just know that the people that are around you are loyal and dedicated and committed to you. And there's no reason to have a victim mentality because they love you. So again, you had the 3, which for the third house, you had Taurus, and then we had the sun. And the sun just means success, which means you will overcome whatever obstacles that are creating the problem for you right now. To receive more spiritual guidance, you can follow me on Instagram at Ilalyn. To book a reading, go to www.illalyneverythingspiritual.com. Have a wonderful day, Capricorn. And as always, namaste.